Dear students, welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sri Kumar. The class is for 7th standard students. Subject is mathematics. Let me begin the class.
Dear students, we are into a new chapter. The name of the chapter is HCF and LCM. I know that, not a new term for you. You know fundamentally something about HCF and LCM, or you will be getting the full knowledge about its application in this chapter. So let us begin from something which you have learned last year. Not HCF and LCM, something coming close to it. What was it? It is about co-prime numbers. What are co-prime numbers? First of all, you should remember what are prime numbers. Prime numbers are those numbers which can be divided by itself and 1. And the list of prime numbers, you remember very clearly, starting from 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, 4 is not, because 4 can be divided by 2. So 6 is not, 7 is a prime number, 8 not, 9 not, 3 3s are 9, 10 not, then it goes on like that. Whenever there is a number which can be divided by itself and 1 only, we named or classified them as prime numbers. Then what are co-prime numbers? Two numbers which have only 1 as a common factor are said to be co-prime or relatively prime or mutually prime numbers. That means, for example, if you are considering 10 and 21, they are co-primes because between 10 and 21, if you find the divisors of 10, you can divide 10 with 1, 2, 5 and 10. 21 you can divide with 1, 3, 7, 21. That means only 1 is common in between these two numbers. We have named such numbers as co-prime numbers. In between them they are prime. There is no other number other than 1 by which we can see as divisors of that. This is one term you should remember from previous year. Another term. What is another term? Not about cars and bikes. It is about twin prime numbers. If the difference between two co-prime numbers is 2, then they are said to be twin prime numbers. So you studied prime numbers, it's a different topic. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, like that it goes. Co-prime numbers, any two numbers having only 1 as their common divisor. Twin prime numbers, they are two co-prime numbers and their difference is 2. 3 and 5 are co-prime numbers. The difference is 2. 5 and 7, 11 and 13, 29 and 31. Such numbers are named as twin prime numbers. You may be wondering, the topic is HCF and LCM, why these things are coming? When we study about divisors, when we study about factors, when we study about multiples, prime numbers, co-prime numbers, twin prime numbers play a vital role. Let me get into the topic related to finding out or factorizing a number into prime numbers. That means a number can be factorized, broken into prime numbers. For example, we have studied about this. We have studied that if there is a composite number, it can be written as the product of prime numbers. For example, if the number 12 if you have to write, you will write it as 2 into 2 into 3. All these are prime numbers, its product is 12. See that composite number can be written as the product of prime numbers. We know that. In that case, if we are trying to write 24 as the product of its prime numbers, how will we write? We can write simply, if you think, there are two methods of showing it as prime factors or prime numbers. One method is called vertical arrangement and the other one is called horizontal arrangement. We are more familiar with horizontal arrangement. 24 can be written as 2 into 12 first, then we will write 2 into 2 into 6 we will write, then we will write 2 into 2 into, correct, 2 into 3. All this became prime numbers and we factorized it, and these are the factors of 24, by which 24 is meant they are the prime factors. What is vertical arrangement? For that you have to write 24 like this. We will try with first prime number 2 whether it can be divided. As it is ending with 4, it can be divided. So we'll write 12 over here. Again it can be divided with 2. We'll write 6 over here. Again it can be divided with, we'll write 3 over here. Then we can divide with next prime number, that is 3, and 1 is written here. If you look here, it is same like this. This way of arranging it is called 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, which is equal to 12. Sorry, not 12. Sorry. Which is equal to 24. The same way here. This method is called vertical arrangement for finding out prime factors of a composite number, of a number simply. Remember, to write a given number as a product of prime factor, we need to factorize it into primes. And primes are those numbers which can be divided by itself and 1. I will show you more examples and we'll proceed. Suppose that you are asked to prime factorize 117. So I think I should go for a vertical method. 117. Now, see how maths is connected. Test of divisibility you studied. You are using that over here. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 7 is equal to 9. That means this 7, as it is an odd number, it cannot be divided with 2. So we can divide with 3. Sure, because the total is 9. So 3 3s are 9, balance 27, 39. Again we know that 9 plus 3, 12. That means it can be again divided by 3. And the answer is 133. We know that 13 is a prime number, so further division is not possible. We write 13 over here one time, and we will write 117 is equal to 3 into 3 into 13. This is vertical method. If you think about horizontal method, then also 117 is equal to, we will divide it with as it is divisible by 9 or 3, we will divide it with 9 or 3 and we will write 13 into 9. We will write 13 into 3 and we get the same. There is another number given, 250. 250 can be vertical arrangement. We can divide 0 at the end, so we can divide with 2 and we will get 125. As it is 5 at the end, no. 5 plus 3, 5 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 8. 3 se nahi hoga, so we will divide it with 5. 2 5s are 10, 5 5s are 25. Again with 5, 5 5s are 25. Again with 5, correct? You have 1. And we will write 250 can be factorized into 2 into 5 into 5 into 5. You should be very quick and very smart in doing this. Our topic is HCF and LCM. We should remember that. Udhar pahunchaye nahi. So these are prime factors, or we are doing factorizing, and this F stands for factor. HCF stands for highest common factor. What means? Highest common factor. Factorize करना है और common ढूंढना है, तो in that case at least 2 should be there. Is there anything common factors here? 3 here, 3 here, 13, 2 here, 5, common factor ही नहीं है. So that means how is the concept of highest common factor between 117 and 250? So I am not talking about it. I am talking about factorization now. You can factorize numbers like this with you can convert that into product of primes. Now comes the concept of highest common factor, otherwise named as greatest common divisor. Both are same. Greatest common divisor or highest common factor. What is it? Let us have some idea about it. Prime factor method, it is easy to find highest common factors of number by factorizing all the numbers. Just now we found that we can factorize the numbers and finding out highest common in those two, that is what is highest common factor. So prime factorization is a very good method, but there should be common factor. For example, let us try to find out the common factor by factorizing 24 and 32. How will we do that? We'll write 24 and we'll factorize it. 2, 12, 6 2s are 12, 2, 3, 3, 1. So you will write 24 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, which is equal to 24 by factorization. Okay, then you are having another number here, 32, which can be divided by 2 and we will get 16, again by 2 we will get 8, again by 2 you will get 4, again by 2 you will get 2, okay, you will divide with 2 and get 1. That means 32 can be written in the form of prime factor, product of prime factor, 2 into 2 into 2 into, how many 2's? 6 2's. 2 into 5 2's, not 6. 2 into 2 into 2, 5. One more 2. Okay, so we will write like this. Now, if you are asked to find out what is common factors between these two, 1 2 is here, 1 is here, this is another 2 over here, third 2 over here, 3 over here, 2 is there but not common. So we will say common factors are 2 into 2 into 2 means 8 is the highest common factor between 24 and 32. What does this mean? A number which can divide 24 as well as 32, and that number is the highest number. That means you can divide 24 with 2, you can divide 24 with 3, you can divide 24 with 12, you can divide 24 with 4 also, you can divide 32 with 2, then you can divide it with 4, you can divide 32 with 8, here also you can divide with 8. When we write this, we don't write like this. ये हमारा काम नहीं है. That's why I was writing आगे पीछे. We will find that 8 will be the number highest by which we can divide 24 and 32. Let us think about after 8 which number is there? 12 is there. 12, with 12 we cannot divide 32. That means this gives us an idea that between two numbers, which is the number or which is a factor which is common and highest. Understood? So this is the fundamental of highest common factor. Let me go ahead. Let us try to find out the highest common factor of 3 numbers now. Minimum 2 required. Now 3 numbers are given. The given numbers are 195, 312 and 546. Let us find out the prime factors of each number. 9 plus 1, 10 plus 5, 15. So you can divide it with 3. 6 3s are 18. 5 3s are 15. You cannot divide with 3. 6 plus 5. So you can divide it with 5. You are having 13 here. 13 is a prime number. So the matter is over. 195 means 195 means 3 into 5 into 13. That is one. Second one is 312. Let us think about dividing 312. First with 2. 2, 1, 2, 12, 5, 10, then 12 is 156. Divide with 2 again. 7 2s are 15, 8. Again with 2. 3 2s are 6, 18, 9. You cannot divide with 2 because it's an odd number, the unit place. It can be 12 now, that means can be divided with 3, 1 3s and 3 3s. Again prime factor, so you will write 13. So you will write 312 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 13. Now comes 546. You will prime factorize 546. 2 2s are 4, in 14 7 2s are 14, 3 2s are 6, again 7 plus 2 9 plus 3 12, it can be divided with 3, so you will write 9 3s are 27, 1, it cannot be divided with 3. Now you can think about dividing 91 with 7, it can be divided 1 7s and 3 7. 13 is a prime number, so we'll close here. So we'll write 546 is equal to 2 into 3 into 7 into 13. Now the question is highest common factor. So you'll check common factors and we'll multiply those common factors and you will get the answer. 3 is here, I saw that 3 is here, 3 is here, so we'll write 3 one times. 5 here, there is no 5 here, there is no 5 here, that means 5 is not coming. 13 here, 13 here, 13 here, 3 into 13. What does this mean? It means 3 into 30, 39 is that number by which we can divide 195, 312, 546. All these three numbers can be divided by 39. Understood, my dear student? The concept is finding out the common divisor between these three numbers. This is what is highest common factor. If you are asked to find out the common factor of 62 and 36, you will simply and quickly you will do it. 60 you will factorize 2, 30 you will factorize 2, 15 you will factorize, it is equal to 3, 5 3s are 15 and you will conclude here 5. Then you will write 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 is equal to 60. The next number is 12. So simple, you will write 2, 6, again you will write 2, 3, you will write 3, 1. You will write 2 into 3 is equal to 12. The next number is 36. You will write 36 here and you will write 2, 18 2s are 36, 2, 9 2s are 18, 3, 3 3s are 9, 3, 1. And you will write 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 is equal to 36. Now we know the 2s and 3s are there. First of all, mark the common 2s and 3s over here. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, write 2 ones. Second here, second here, second here, write 2 once more. 3 is there in all the 3, yes. 3 is there, 3 is there, 3 is there. So you'll write 3. 5 is there in all the 3? No. And now there is no question of going further. So the answer is 2 into 2 into 3, which is equal to 12, is the HCF, highest common factor or greatest common divisor of these three numbers. Understood? Now I want to tell you a little bit time saving technique regarding this. How is that time saving technique? I will show it here only just by rubbing out this. How is that? We will do all the three together, like 60, 12 and 36. We have to divide. First we will try to divide with a common number by which it can be divided. In this case all these are having even number at the unit place, so 2 can be used. Dividing with 2 means here it is 30 and here it is 6 2s are 12, here it is 18 2s are 36. Can we divide again? Yes, it can be divided again. So we will write 2, 15 2s are 30, 3 2s are 6, 9 2s are 18. Can we divide this with 2 again? No. Can we divide all the 3 with 3? Yes, it can be divided. We write 3, 5 3s are 15, 1 3 and 3 3s are 9. Now there is nothing to divide as far as the middle number is concerned, so we need to stop here. Or if there is no common number by which we can divide, we can stop here. And these are the common factors by which we can divide all the three, and it is same. That means here we will again write 2 into 2 into 3 from here, and we'll say that 12 is the HCF. This way we can save time. You will continue dividing till all three, as it is 3 can be divided with 2, next 3 can be divided by 2, next can be divided with 3, and when a situation comes you cannot divide a particular and both are prime factors, you can stop them. Understood? The time saving technique I told. A time saving technique. Let me move ahead. There is another method called division method. Little bit tricky and little bit of extra mathematical skill is required for this. Division is known to you, and this is greatest common divisor also, that is the concept you know. So let us find out the HCF of 144 and 252 by division method, which is little difficult and little need extra maths I said, but I will give the example to you. And before that we know that 144 can be factorized like this: 2, 72 again 2, 36 again 2, 18 again 2, 9 again 3, 3 6 are 9, 3, 1. That means 144 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 1 2 3 4 2s are there into 3 into 3. If you think about 252, if I divide 2, it will be 1, 2 2s are 126, then 2 it will become 63, it can be divided by 3, it will become 21, it can be divided by 3, 7 3s are 21, 7 1, and I will write 252 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3 into. These are the factors, and the common factors are 1 here, second 2 2s are 4, here 3 is there, 3 is there. That means 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 means 36 is the HCF according to our technique of prime factorization. What is this division method? We have to divide. How the division method works? One example. We have to divide the bigger number with smaller one. 252 is bigger 144. So we will divide 252 with 144. That is what I said. And the answer what we are getting, quotient, we will start writing here. One time it goes. That means 144. And what is the balance? The balance is equal to 44 plus 8, 52. 108. Now we will divide 144, the divisor of the first stage, first step. This divisor will become the different here, and we will write 144 here, and we are dividing 144 with 108. Again we will get it one time, and we will write over here, and the balance is 36. Now what we will do? We will write 108. This is a step 1. This is a step 2. 108 we will divide 108 with 36, and you will get 3 times, and 108 and 0. We got 0. So there is a common factor, then only you will get 0, otherwise you will end up in remainder. And what was the last divisor? It is 36. So 36 is the HCF. This is the technique. And see, same to same. You got the answer. So this technique is called division method, which rarely used, commonly used is factorization method. Understood, my dear students? I am going. We can use this highest common factor concept in a very different situation. We have to reduce this particular fraction, which is comparatively bigger and complicated, 209 and 2 into simplest form. What does it mean? Converting into simplest form. Converting into simplest form means we will divide both numerator and denominator with such a number by which we can divide and make it into simple fraction. We do it very simply in the case of small numbers. But if the number is like this, 209, 209 upon 247, in that case you need to spend little more time. And HCF is giving you an idea to solve this in a different way. What is that? To reduce this number into simplest form, we will find out the common factors of 209 and 247. And now you have at least 2 or more than 2 methods to find out highest common factor. And the last one was division method. And I told that it is little time taking or tough, but for numbers like this, sometimes it will do wonder, I would say. Here the biggest number is 247 and small number is 209. I am trying. So what will happen? It will go one time, 209, and 47 minus 209 means 38. We will divide 209 with 38 now, right? And we can divide it, it can be 5 times, and it happens to be 190, and that's a balance of 19, right? We will divide 38 with 19 now, and we get 2 times 38, 0. That means 19 is the HCF. I have written here earlier itself. 19 is the HCF. If 19 is the HCF, what we will do is we will divide both 209 and 247 with 19, and we get 11 upon 13 as its simplest form. So HCF will help in this kind of situation also, to convert certain bigger number fraction into its simplest form by dividing both numerator and denominator with its highest common factor. Because HCF is, after all, talking about the greatest common divisor, which will divide both, and the greatest, or the factor which is common in both and the highest. So if you divide with that, naturally it will reduce into the simplest form. So this kind of situation, not in a mathematical situation like this, sometime in a situation where we have to divide something or factorize something, or to find out the length of something which will fit into a box, we have to make the highest or longest possible pipe to fit into a box. Then we will find out how the pipes should be cut into what length it should be. A lot of situation will come. You are having a session of what we say application of HCF and LCM, and at that time I will give you examples for such situation. Okay.